Betrayal doesn't start with a grand betrayal. It starts with small, almost invisible cracks in trust. Have you ever felt that someone close to you was acting off, but you couldn't quite put your finger on why? If you've ever had that sinking feeling that something isn't quite right in a relationship, whether it's with a friend, partner, or even a colleague, you're not alone. The truth is, betrayal rarely comes out of nowhere. It's often preceded by subtle but telling signs that, if ignored, can lead to deeper heartbreak and disappointment. In this video, we're going to uncover 8 subtle yet critical warning signs that someone in your life may be betraying your trust. These signs might seem insignificant at first, but when you know what to look for, they reveal a lot about someone's true intentions. Recognizing them early can help you safeguard your emotional well-being and avoid unnecessary pain. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to the Moving You Ahead channel for more insights on relationships, personal growth, and spiritual awareness. Let's get started. Betrayal is rarely a single event. It usually unfolds in small steps, in ways that are easy to overlook or explain away. It's not always about someone directly lying to your face or breaking a major promise. Often, it begins with subtle behaviors, unspoken cues that your subconscious might notice even before your conscious mind catches on. These warning signs matter because they give you an opportunity to address the issue or to protect yourself before the betrayal goes deeper. One of the first and most telling signs is unexplained defensiveness. If someone close to you suddenly becomes overly defensive or hypersensitive, it could be a sign that they're hiding something. You might ask an innocent question like, "Where were you last night?" And instead of answering directly, they lash out with statements like, "Why are you always interrogating me?" This kind of reaction often comes from guilt. They're trying to deflect attention away from their behavior by turning the focus onto you. It's a classic tactic, but it's important to pay attention to these moments. Another subtle warning sign is withdrawal or emotional distance. Has the person stopped engaging with you the way they used to? Maybe they no longer seem interested in your life, your dreams, or the things you used to do together. Emotional detachment often signals that something is off. This isn't about someone simply having a busy week or being preoccupied. It's about a noticeable pattern of disengagement. For instance, they might stop asking about your day, show little enthusiasm when you share good news, or seem distracted during conversations. These behaviors can indicate that their focus has shifted elsewhere, and it's worth paying attention to why. Then there's erratic behavior, which can be one of the most confusing signs of betrayal. Have you noticed sudden mood swings or unpredictable actions? Maybe one day they're overly kind, and the next, they're cold and distant without any clear explanation. This inconsistency could reflect internal conflict. They might feel guilty about what they're doing but aren't ready to come clean. Or they could be struggling with their own emotions about the situation, which spills over into how they treat you. Similarly, excessive criticism or nitpicking can be a red flag. If someone begins to criticize you more than usual, especially over trivial things, it might not be about those small issues at all. This behavior often stems from them trying to justify their actions. By finding faults in you, real or imagined, they convince themselves that you deserve whatever they're doing behind your back. For example, they might suddenly complain about the way you talk, the way you dress, or even the way you fold the laundry, things that never seemed to bother them before. Another major sign to look out for is changing stories or vagueness. If someone's explanations start to feel inconsistent, or they avoid giving direct answers, it could be a sign of dishonesty. For instance, they might say they were with a friend, only to later mention that they were actually at home alone. When you confront them, they may claim you're misremembering or that you're overthinking it. This kind of behavior is a clear attempt to cover their tracks, and it's often accompanied by other warning signs. Have you ever discovered that someone has been talking behind your back? It's one of the most hurtful ways to realize that someone's loyalty may not be as strong as you thought. If mutual friends or colleagues share that this person has been gossiping about you or revealing your private matters, it's a serious red flag. Disloyalty often starts with small betrayals, like sharing your secrets. It can escalate to more significant actions. Sometimes betrayal is masked by an unexpected change in behavior, what's often called sudden kindness or masking behavior. If someone has been distant, critical, or secretive, and then suddenly becomes overly nice or accommodating, this could be a sign of guilt. For example, they might surprise you with compliments or gifts out of the blue, especially if this isn't their usual way of showing affection. While it's natural to appreciate kind gestures, it's worth considering whether this shift is genuine or an attempt to distract you from their hidden motives. Lastly, let's talk about jealousy or competitiveness. Have you ever noticed someone downplaying your successes or trying to one-up you? While jealousy can sometimes be harmless, in certain cases, it can drive people to act disloyally. For example, they might make dismissive comments about your achievements, saying things like, "It's not that impressive," or find ways to subtly undermine you. Jealousy often stems from insecurity, and if left unchecked, it can lead to betrayal. While these 8 signs are important to recognize, there's one bonus tip that can't be ignored: trust your instincts. If your gut is telling you that something is wrong, listen. Your subconscious is often picking up on subtle cues, changes in tone, body language, or behavior that your conscious mind hasn't fully processed yet. Ignoring these feelings can leave you vulnerable to deeper pain. So why do people betray others? The motivations for betrayal are often rooted in deep psychological struggles. Some betray out of guilt or insecurity, projecting their own fears or shortcomings onto the people around them. Others might act out of jealousy or fear of being left behind. And sometimes betrayal is about power, about regaining control in a situation where they feel powerless. Understanding these motivations doesn't excuse the behavior, but it can help you process what's happening and decide how to respond. If you suspect betrayal, what should you do next? The first step is to reflect on the signs. Are these behaviors consistent and recurring, or could they be explained by other factors like stress or personal struggles? If you feel safe, the next step is to confront the issue directly. Use "I" statements to express how their behavior makes you feel. For example, you could say, "I've noticed you've been distant lately, and it's making me feel uneasy. Can we talk about it?" This approach is less likely to provoke defensiveness and can lead to a productive conversation. If the betrayal is confirmed, it's crucial to protect your peace. This might mean setting boundaries, seeking support from trusted friends or family, or even stepping away from the relationship if necessary. Your emotional well-being should always come first. And finally, remember that every betrayal is an opportunity for growth. Reflect on what the experience has taught you about yourself, your boundaries, and your values. Use it as a chance to strengthen your resilience and become more attuned to the relationships that truly support you. To summarize, the 8 subtle warning signs of betrayal include unexplained defensiveness, withdrawal, erratic behavior, excessive criticism, changing stories, gossip, sudden kindness, and jealousy. While it's never easy to confront the possibility of betrayal, recognizing these signs can empower you to take action and protect yourself. Have you experienced any of these warning signs in your relationships? Share your story in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Don't forget to like this video if it helped you, subscribe to our channel for more tips on navigating relationships and personal growth, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. And remember, your instincts are your strongest ally. Trust yourself, set your boundaries, and never settle for less than the loyalty and respect you deserve. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.